All right, guys, we're going to be setting up our notebooks right now. So you should have 6 composition notebooks. So once you have them ready, what we're going to do is we're going to color code it so it's really easy for you guys to make sure that you have the right notebook when we're doing subjects. So the first one that we are going to do, you can use colored pencil, crayon, marker, Sharpie, anything that you have blue in the house. And I want you really quickly to just color the edge of the notebook blue. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can just do 2 swipes if that's easier. Okay, so you're going to color the edges blue. And then what you're going to do after you color the edges, so all 3 sides are blue. That's how I know this is my blue math journal. You should have gotten the little trifold from Mrs. Garrett. You're going to have 1 tab in that trifold that says Math Anchor Charts. And then you're going to see another tab that says Math Practice, okay? So these tabs are going to be used in 4th grade to make it really easy for us to switch in our notebook. So sometimes I might say, all right, friends, go to your Math Anchor Charts. And you would know to go to the Math Anchor Charts, and that's where we're going to be writing for that day. Or I might say, let's do some practice problems. And you would know to go right into your notebook to where it says practice. So I want to show you something on your notebooks. I want everyone to hold it up like this. And when you are holding it up like this is called the magic middle, okay? This is where the book is bound, and so it kind of leaves a little space right here. So I want everyone to see where the magic middle is, and I want you to open it up, okay? And once you have your magic middle opened up, I want you to either take a glue stick or if you have tape in the house, and you're going to take the tab that says Math Practice, and you're going to glue it so that the tab will hang off the side. Right here. So I'm going to tape mine just to be quick, but if you have glue or anything else in the house, whatever you have works just fine. When I tape it, I just kind of make a little loop, and then I stick it right on there. So now when you're looking at your notebook and it's closed, you see a little tab that pops out in the middle that says Practice. It divides your notebook in half. So now we're going to do the same thing with Math Anchor Chart, but I want you to open up to the very, very first page. And you're going to do the same thing. This tab will come a little bit higher. So go ahead and tape it or glue it on. So that it is ready. Okay. And now your blue math journal is finished. If you're watching this video on your own at home because you weren't able to do this during class, you can pause the video if you need to slow it down, but it shouldn't take you too long at all to do the math notebook. All right, so now we're gonna do our red reading journal. So take your next notebook, get a red crayon, coloring pencil, marker, any of those things. Color the edges just like we did. It shouldn't take you too long. It can just be a quick scribble scrabble. It doesn't have to look perfect. So that they're red. Do all 3 sides. So that way you know when we're in math to just grab your blue journal really quick. You don't have to open it up and see inside. All right. So for your reading, you should have a tab that says Reading Anchor Charts and Reading Comprehension. We always put our anchor charts at the very beginning of our notebook. So let's do the beginning first this time. I want you to open up your notebook, and you're going to tape or glue or even staple, whatever you have that can help you secure it. You can use a glue stick, wet glue, anything. You're going to glue it or tape it or staple it right on, and make sure the tab is hanging off the edge of the notebook. Okay? I have taped mine on. Alrighty. So I have it here. Now, remember, we are going to find the magic middle. So you'll see if you're holding it, your notebook will kind of go to a natural gap. Where you see that gap, you open it up and you see that it's bound there in the crease. That's what makes the magic middle. So you are going to take the Reading Comprehension tab, and on the, not this side, but on the left side, or if you're looking at it, the right side, you're going to tape it or glue it in right there so it's ready. I just do a little loop so that it's just easy to stick on. Okay? So now when I'm looking at this, my reading notebook has my 2 tabs. It's easy if I say, all right, we're gonna do some comprehension questions. You just open up to the comprehension and you can find that section of the notebook, okay? So we have our math done, our blue math journal, and we have our red reading journal. If you want to write reading on the front cover, you can. And if you want to use your blue marker to write math on the front, you can. But you don't have to, because that's why we color coded it. All right, so now we are going to do our green journal. Mine just happens to be green. You can use any color. But you need a green marker, colored pencil, crayon, any of that. You're gonna quickly use your marker all the way through. Sometimes it's easier to just do 1 or 2 long lines, and then that will look fine. Okay, so you have your green on this one. Your green journal is going to be your writing journal. In 4th grade, we write a lot, and we'll be able to type a lot too, but this is going to be our writing journal, so when we do writing prompts. So this one says writing skills and anchor charts, okay? So you're going to take it. This is going to be the first thing, so open up to the first page. Just like the other ones we did, you can glue, staple, tape, however you want to clip it on here. Make sure that it stays. You have the tab. The only thing that should be hanging over is the tab. You shouldn't have stuff up here. You shouldn't see a bunch of stuff over here. Just the little tab right here shows you that you did it right, okay? Remember, we're finding our magic middle for the last tab. You can kind of see it right here. And open it up. And this one that you're going to do is writing drafts. So these tabs, remember, they're in the trifold. If your parent has not picked up your trifold that I made for you, tell them to message me so we can make sure that you have it so that you can get your notebook set up, okay? All right. So this is our writing notebook, our 2 tabs right here. So now, luckily, we're all done with tabs, but we still have some more notebooks that we have to color. So we have a yellow notebook that we use for science. So I'm gonna write science on mine. It's kind of hard to see because it's yellow, but that's okay. I want you to color the edges yellow for science. Okay, so now you have yellow, yellow, yellow. So this is our science journal, and it's all done. We don't even have any tabs for science. You don't have to worry about that one. And the next one, I know this is blue. I should have done that for math, but I had an extra journal say they're all blue. It's okay. We're going to color the edges orange, and this is going to be for Virginia Studies. So if you have an orange crayon, marker, any of those things. You're going to color it. And I know I'm going pretty quick, so if you have to pause this video, that's okay. All right? So we're going to color it orange for Virginia Studies. Okay? And for Virginia Studies, we don't have any tabs. I'm just going to write Virginia Studies. I abbreviated Virginia and I just put VA Studies. That one's done. Okay, the very last journal that you have is your morning work journal. So you are going to do reading and writing in this journal. Sometimes you might have a math problem for review. So this journal you're going to have every morning. It's important to keep this one on top because you'll use it all the time. I'm going to write morning work. I wrote morning work here. And now I'm going to color the edges purple. So you can see as I'm doing it, I'm just coloring the edges. It shouldn't go super slow. It takes me just a few seconds to get all my edges colored. And if you want to go back later and spend some more time making it neater, you can. That's fine. You just have to do it so that it's ready and set up. All right, so that is your last journal that you have to do. So you have morning work, purple. You have Virginia Studies, orange. You have science, and it's yellow. You have writing, and it's green, and this one has 2 tabs. You have your math journal, and it's blue, and this one has 2 tabs. And the first one we did was our red reading journal, and this one has 2 tabs. So that's how you're going to set up your notebooks.